Hey RATBAGGERS, I'm Jade. I'm back again with another guide for Palworld's latest FeyBreak update. Today we're taking a look at hexalite and how to go and get tons of the ingots. You're going to need to combine a bunch of resources. You can see it needs something called Chromite as well as the hexalite ore or quartz. Not to mention basic ore. So we do need tons of this, and you will need loads and loads for all the endgame gear. Hexalite quartz is super easy to find, absolutely everywhere all over the FeyBreak islands, specifically a lot more maybe on the coasts. But the Chromite, that is something a bit more difficult to find, so I've got a best location to go and get it today, right now, as well as how you'll just pick it up as you go and explore the rest of FeyBreak Island. You are going to need a metal detector. There is a pal called Smokey that can do the same job, and basically as long as you've got the metal detector equipped or Smokey with his saddle, then you can activate his power and he'll basically find some, hopefully, as you run around. I don't recommend using Smokey because it still takes a few seconds to go ahead and use his actual power, and you might be thinking it'd be a great way to get it early, but you can't really do anything with the metals until you've gone on and unlocked a brand new furnace and obviously the recipe for the hexalite ingots too. So all three of them are unlocked at level 56. You get the brand new gigantic furnace, the hexalite ingots and the metal detector. You can see it's going to cost quite a few technology points, 3 for the detector, 2 for the hexalite and I do believe 5 for the furnace. So again, don't waste your time with Smokey, it's just too slow to use and you'll waste your amount of resources crafting a saddle when you should really probably focus and save them for this. So, no more wasting your time, the best place to go and get Chromite that I've found so far is in boss caves. Chromite specifically says on the tooltips you can only find it on certain islands, so it might not be every boss cave and obviously not dungeons, only the overworld caves that you'll find a boss in. I'm going to give exact coordinates in a second, but you can see I started off from a fast travel point here and almost directly north is a Kitson Knot, and this is where we're going to go and get a ton of the Chromite once we've defeated him. There's of course other caves, but this is the first one that I remember actually coming across properly, and you'll get a lot more Chromite from these than you will just by running around. Here's the coordinates exact of the fast travel point, and then you just head north, minus 1049, minus 1240, and pretty much to the southwest of the island. You won't find any of the Chromite in the actual tunnel, instead it will be in the main boss lair. Obviously you will have to deal with the boss that's inside, so yeah, do that. Then get your metal detector out and you should find at least 3 to 4 of the Chromite nodes in this cave. You're going to need hundreds and hundreds of this stuff, as it's probably some of the most common that you need to go and craft a lot of the endgame gear. And so far this has been the most concentrated amounts I've found. You can also get some from some of the supply drops that fall on obviously the FeyBreak Island. There is also a new PAL Silvergis which apparently drops it as well, so you could try putting it in one of the PAL basically smashing machines and see if it drops that way, but honestly you might only get a few pieces, it's not really worth it. And pretty much otherwise, as you're exploring the whole of the island, just make sure you've always got your metal detector out as you ride around, and hopefully you'll be able to pick some up. Like I said, I found the most amounts in the Scorched Hill zone. There may be more drops obviously in other places, but that's definitely where I found a few more. And it kind of is okay, I guess. It's meant to drip feed because it don't want to make you too powerful, otherwise you'll just rinse through the content really quickly. There is a brand new ore also kind of machine where you can obviously get certain pieces of ore, but I've got a feeling you might not necessarily get any of the Chromite from it unless you put it on a FeyBreak piece of land. And I'm going to mess around with that a bit more anyway. And hopefully come up with a bit more of a plan of where some of the alpha caves are. So look out for that video. That'll be part of talking about some of the new bosses as well as the brand new predator pals that's incoming soon. Want to help out? Put the coordinates down of any of the alpha caves that you might have come across. And just last word on some of the ingredients needed for the furnace. 200 flame organs, whole ton of polymer, 100, and then 150 of the plasteel, plus 20 ancient parts. You of course will need a ton of electricity as well, so you're either going to have to put down a whole ton of the smaller ones or try and get some of the more better generators, which don't forget you can unlock one of them via spending some of your ancient actual points. And good luck with the grind, finding enough to go and get all the brand new goodies, as like I said, majority of them do require the brand new metal. Until next time RATBAGGERS, I'll see you later.